Okay, welcome to Guppy Central. This is Andrew. I'm going to show you how to set up a breeding tank. That'll be done within 2 weeks. I'm going to run through the products that I'm going to use, what I like to use, and what I feel gets the best results in the quickest time. You won't need any plants, you won't need fish. It's just going to be a fishless cycle that's done in under 2 weeks. Okay, so let's get started on setting up this tank. First thing is sponge filter. Now I use a large sponge filter compared to a small sponge filter because it allows for better mechanical filtration. It also allows for a larger surface area for the biological bacteria. They love a low flow, and a lot of the other types of filtration products that are used usually have a pump on them, and it usually has a hard flow. And so I prefer to use sponge filters. There's no flow, it increases oxygen in the tank because the bubbles hit the surface and oxygen exchange occurs. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the heater I'm using for this particular setup. I have other heaters, but this one was at a good price, had good reviews. The only negative is the temperature dial. It doesn't show you the actual temperature you're increasing to. It just shows you whether you're going up in temperature or down in temperature. So you will need a thermometer or a heat gun to determine what is the temperature of the tank. Now, to grow biological bacteria, you need ammonia. And ammonia, you can get ammonia from a couple of things. You can get it through food, by putting food in the tank, and then it gets broken down and ammonia is released. I don't find that that's a very accurate way of introducing ammonia into the tank. And the other way for me would be to introduce fish and feed the fish, which then goes into the fish and they poop it out, and that creates ammonia. But that puts stress on the fish, so it's best if we use a neutral, accurate way of introducing ammonia. So that's going to be household ammonia, and I use a pipette. That's how I measure how much ammonia is going to go into the tank. So to run the filter, I'm going to show you what I'm going to use, and that is an Eheim Air 400. And you can get that on Amazon. Each side produces 200 litres per hour of filtration, and I'm setting up 4 of these tanks. So I'm going to show you the setup and how you can utilise one air pump for 4 tanks. Save you money in the long run, trust me. Now we're going to move on to the bacteria, and I found that the best bacteria with the most live bacteria in it, live nitrophine bacteria, is Tetra SafeStart. Now I've used Fluval Biological Enhancer, and I've used Quick Start from API, but for me the most effective bacteria that I've used is the SafeStart. So that's what we're going to use. Now, the last thing we'll need is a water conditioner. So you can choose either the Tetra AquaSafe, or what I like to use is the Fluval water conditioner. And I bought this on the 9th of April 2019. I still have it, it's still working, there's no issues, and there's no problem with mixing products between different suppliers. Perfectly safe. So I've got about a fifth of that left. I think it costs about €25. So really cost effective. And now I'm going to show you the setup basically. We're going to put water in, we'll have the filter in, the heater. So let's move on. Okay, so now we're going to put water in the aquarium. This will take a couple of kettles full. So I'll show you the first one, and then you can catch up with me in a few minutes. Now you will need to pop in your water conditioner, so we may as well do that now. Alright, that's all you need, little squirt in your way. So just let me fill up the rest of the tank and I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so in case you're wondering what temperature the water is at, it's at 26 degrees, 27 degrees, and that's what tropical fish are usually kept at, 26 degrees. Some people prefer it a bit higher, some prefer it a bit lower. If it's a planted tank, you want it a bit lower because that reduces the speed of algae growing and it reduces the metabolism of the fish, which means there's less waste and there's less algae, and that benefits the plants. Reasons you go above that temperature of 26 is if you're breeding and you want the fish to grow at a faster rate. So you would hit 27 or 28 degrees to help the fish grow faster through increase in metabolism. Okay, so now we're going to put the heater in and the filter. So you're going to need some airline tubing, okay? Okay, so I've got everything attached. So you've got a non-return valve to ensure that no water goes down the tube and spills onto the floor and you have a terribly wet floor. And then this will be going into the air pump and the sponge filter will be going into the tank. So hold on a moment and you'll see me putting the filter in. Okay, so now we're popping the filter in. We're just going to stick this around the back and pop it in. Just going to move the light out of the way a bit. And we're just going to squeeze the air out, and this means the filter will sink to the bottom. So now the filter is in. I'm going to get the heater and then we can discuss introducing ammonia and bacteria. We're just going to attach the heater. Again, we're going to spin down the light here. And we're just going to pop that in. Okay, so the heater's in. Now we're going to go through the ammonia and bacteria basics. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the ammonia and bacteria basics. So you're going to need a test kit from API that measures ammonium nitrite and nitrate, but for the moment we're just going to test the water as is to see what values we're working with. So let's do our ammonia test first. What I've done is I've taken water out of the tank here and I'm going to put some drops in. So bottle 1, I'm going to put 8 drops. Okay, bottle 2. Okay, now we're going to shake it up. We should get a yellow colour. Okay. Now we're going to do the nitrite test. So we're going to put 5 drops in. Okay, we got 5 drops. I'm going to shake this one. It should have a blue colour, not a green colour. Well, for ammonia it's yellow to green, and for nitrite it's blue to purple. So these shouldn't change whatsoever. It should be yellow and blue. You need to wait probably 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes for the ammonia, and this one is pretty accurate, you know, within a minute. This is a reshoot for the new tank setup. I used the same pipette that I used to drop the ammonia in for the tests, and it skewed the results, so I've redone the tank. These are the results from 1 drop of ammonia. As you can see, the nitrate is at 0, the ammonia is at around 0.25 to 0.50 parts per million. And I'm going to show you the difference after 1 drop of ammonia and see if we are in the golden area of 2 to 4 parts per million. Okay, so we've now finished the testing. We know we need 1 more parts per million, 1 more drop of ammonia. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. There will be an update video coming soon to show the rest of the process. Hope you have a good day.